Earlier this week, I sat down with Sirena just to talk about creating her song, the concept. Her song is called This Holiday. Check it out. Welcome, episode 4.5, a Christmas special. And I go one-on-one with recording artist Sirena Grace, but also my fiance. So Sirena, thank you for going one-on-one with me.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm remotely Renee. I'm so excited to be here.
I love that. Okay, so Sirena, you are dropping your first single here live with us. This is the premiere of This Holiday, and it's a festive song. So was that always the plan to launch with a festive song?
It actually was not the plan. I got a call from my good friend, Stone Stafford. He's the owner of Icon Studios. And he kind of just prompted me, he kind of dared me to write a song or to remix a song. So I was like, okay. So when I get dared, I'm a little competitive. So I took on the dare. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and write a song. And so it just kind of just came about. So it wasn't part of the plan, but I'm glad that it became something.
Yeah, oh, it became something. And I can't help but notice that the lyrics could apply to anyone being away from their loved ones this holiday. But this holiday, the song, not this holiday, both of it feels like it could apply directly to the pandemic. Was it inspired any by the pandemic?
Absolutely, yes. It was inspired by the pandemic. I feel like everything now is a life or death decision. So you have to be real selective about your choices and your decisions right now, and who you see during, even during the holidays. You want to be around your family, and sometimes during this time that's not possible. But it became a little frustrating to me when when I realized that I couldn't really see my family or my loved ones that were so far away. And so I was like, I'm going to write about this. So I just kind of had fun with it and just wrote about, kind of being a Grinch a little bit on this Christmas. But I love Christmas, it's my favorite holiday. But I'm a little sad in this song because I'm away from my loved one.
I love it. So no, it's a lot of people will feel this song. I remember you searching YouTube beats on YouTube. You had made a list of your top three and you was like, all right, choose one of the top three. How do you go from picking YouTube beats to, having a bop? You got a Christmas bop.
Well, thank you. Just it's a long process just looking through YouTube songs and things like that. But you just have to look for something that speaks to you. And so I grew up in New York. I grew up around hip hop, and so I didn't want something that sounded like. My favorite artist is Mariah Carey, so everybody probably thought that I was going to do something that sounded like Mariah Carey. But I actually wanted to, urban it up a little bit. I'm from the city, so I wanted to add a little bit of urban sounds in there. So I found a beat that spoke to me, and you find a lot of great producers on YouTube that just put out this content and it's just available to us. And, I just kind of took advantage of it.
You took advantage of it. And I want to give people a timeline because I know a lot of people, the A&Rs, will get to that, would want you to have a way longer rollout. But I want people to understand how this song became about. On November 25th, you booked a studio session at Icon, and this was on a whim. I remember you even
the day before Thanksgiving.
The day before, yeah. So I remember you even saying, look, I'm going to just go in there and see what happens. You went in there, you laid down the chorus, and shouts to Bless, your engineer. He blessed the track. Do you remember that moment when you got out and we were listening to the chorus? Like, do you remember what you were thinking in that moment?
Yeah, of course. I was thinking, like, oh my God, I created something. I've written songs before, but I've always had somebody kind of with me in the studio. So this was the first song that I recorded, that I wrote and recorded by myself. And it was a little scary because like I said, I worked with people in the past, and they've always kind of been there with me in the studio, kind of letting me know what sounds good, what might not go. And so it feels good to just kind of create something from scratch and then actually have it turn out to be something good.
Something really good. And I'm continuing with the timeline so that people can get an idea. On December 6th, we went back to Icon. Mm-hmm. You booked a 4-hour session because you wanted to get as much done as you could of the song. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you finished everything except 2 lines and some backgrounds. And I always want to ask artists this because I know for a fact that when Cardi B was in the studio mixing up and mashing WAP, I know they had a hit. Like I know they knew it. Did you feel like that in the studio that like, all right, this one could really do something?
I felt like I don't know. I feel like every artist kind of feels like they have a hit when they write.
I'm sure.
So I don't necessarily like to think of myself like that. I'm very hard on myself. So I don't think that anything, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't think that anything I do is good, but no, because that's not
No,
true.
you're a perfectionist.
I
I
am a
can,
perfectionist. So
yes.
I everything that I do, I try to just judge myself as if I'm not myself. As
Yeah.
if, let's say, like, even if somebody doesn't like me, will they like this? So I try to judge it just from a different point of view.
Before you do your at home concert, again, working remotely, I want to know just what is the feel like before people hear, what do you want people to feel when they hear the song?
I want people to feel good, even though I am talking about not seeing my loved one even though I am talking about not being, being far away from my loved one. I wanted to feel a little bit nostalgic, a little bit. I wanted to
Mm.
feel like it's a feel good type of song. It kind of has like a little throwback elements to it, like
Yeah.
90s elements. So I wanted to give people a little bit of that, I guess, that nostalgic feeling, because there's so many new things in 2020 that I wanted something to remind me of the past a little bit.
Yeah. Like it's 2019. I think there's a
Exactly.
lyric in your
Yeah.
song. Okay, so baby, listen. I just want to say I'm super proud. I watched you have literally bring this song to life from a beat on YouTube that you bought to now throwing lyrics to it.
At least it
You
all.
leased it. Okay,
Yes.
get me right because I don't know this stuff. Get me together. But whatever, you leased the beat, put lyrics to it, created a melody, gave it life. Like I've never seen that type of process. I'm connected to the project, as you guys can see. This is my whole fiance, and I'm sensitive. Keep in mind that she's an artist, and I'm sensitive about her stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. But even without having bias, I even shot the song to one of my homies, Eb. Shouts to Baby G. Like,
Shout out to Ed
shouts
for
to
real.
Eb. People that are music people have heard the song, they mess with it. I'm just gonna say, people like the song. I like you. I want you guys to like this show. Please like her song. But without further ado, I just wanted to give my baby a great intro. You guys are about to see the world premiere of Serena Grace's debut single this holiday. Thank you for joining me on Remotely 101. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. This was amazing.